Hi, and welcome to your Daily 5 for Tuesday, April 13th, 2021. This is Mary Ellen McGonagle, founder of MEM Investment Research. And for those of you not familiar, I do have quite a bit of experience both on and with Wall Street for over 15 years while with William O'Neill and Company, the founder of Investors Business Daily. I traveled the globe working with top portfolio managers and analysts, teaching them the O'Neill methodology. And I point that out because much of my work is based on that experience, and I'm thrilled to be able to share that experience with self-directed investors with my MEM investment research, where I'm the author of a top performing MEM Edge report. So let's get started. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can use something as simple as high volume as a key indicator in your trading. Here's a quote from Bill O'Neill's book, bestseller, How to Make Money in Stocks. And in one of many important components that he shared with readers is a quote, "On your weekly charts, look for the weeks with above average or sharply higher volume than the previous week." And we're going to use that same principle. The idea here is to uncover shifts regarding sentiment about your stock, and we're going to be doing that with daily price charts. So here are 5 things that volume on a stock's chart can indicate. One is institutions are involved. That is a very critical component because these institutions run billions, and they are in essence the footprint that you're seeing on your charts. Also, that high volume, and I'm talking about volume that is above the average volume over the last 50 days, it can tell you that the stock is beginning an uptrend. You're going to want to use the chart, of course, with that. We're going to look at an example or two of that. Or that high volume can very easily indicate that the stock is beginning a downtrend. This also, the volume can provide what I call confirmation of a move. It's telling you that institutions are in there, and I also will share an example there. Also, volume can be used not only with individual stock charts, but also with industry group. It can help you identify groups that are rotating in or out of favor. So to be started here, what I wanted to share with you is a daily price chart of FarFetch, FTCH. This was one of many big winners with my MEM Edge report. We picked it up back here in November, and I wanted to share with you how that high volume really was critical in giving us that conviction that the stock had much higher to go. So take a look at this huge volume. The stock breaks out, has a secondary base breakout on this heavy volume. And as the stock continues to advance higher, the volume remains very much above average. So throughout this uptrending period, we were advising subscribers to add to this stock. We did eventually realize that the stock was coming under distribution here in the beginning of March as it broke below key support. Take a look, higher above average volume indicated the stock was under distribution. FTCH did gain 131% during this uptrending period. So let's look at a more current, or actually our first example here is going to take us back to your Daily 5 that I presented 3 weeks ago. And at that time, I was highlighting Target. TGT is the ticker symbol, and I was on the prowl for a downtrend reversal. This is that marked up chart. And at that time, I was signaling this nice high volume taking place as the stock broke back above its 50-day simple moving average with your outside momentum indicators, RSI in positive position and your MACD turning positive. So now we'll take a look at a current chart of Target. Look at the advance subsequent to when we signaled it here with that high volume. And over a 1.5 week period, actually almost 2 weeks, Target did advance 8 1.5%. So that signal was in fact indicative. And then now, as the stock has pulled back over the last 5 days of trading, not really easy to see, but the volume has dried up, and that's precisely what you want to occur during periods of consolidation. And we can go back with Target with prior historical precedent. Back here at the end of November last year, the stock broke out of a base on very heavy volume. It did signal a nice advance out of there, and then into January, another base breakout, heavy volume, and the stock did advance further from there. So now we can look at a daily chart. This is Floor and Decor, FND, another stock that I did highlight 3 weeks ago, but we're looking at what is occurring over the last 2 days, and we can see a nice big heavy pickup here in volume. The stock subsequently has broken out of a nice 2-month base, again on heavy volume, with your outside momentum indicators in positive territory, and I anticipate this stock to trade higher given those nice volume characteristics as the stock breaks out of that base. Let's take a look at another current example. This is Yeti, YETI. For those not familiar, they provide a lot in the way of outdoor products, from coolers, chairs, on down the line. Very, very popular product. And we can see that over the last 2 days, again, nice pickup here in the volume. Today, very much above average volume as the stock breaks out of this actually it is a 2-month base breakout, taking us from February to April. But more importantly, that high volume is giving conviction that, for me, this stock could easily trade higher. It's a little bit overbought. We may get a pullback, but definitely institutions and buyers are very interested in Yeti. Moving along, another retailer. This is KTB, Kantoor Brands. And again, the volume characteristics, it's not particularly easy to see here. If you have another charting service that you are more comfortable with, you would very easily see that over the last 4 days, a very big pickup in the volume of this stock. For those of you not familiar, they do distribute and manufacture Wrangler jeans, and they've come really into their own since the pandemic. They have a product called balloon jeans that is really having a big pickup in their popularity, and they are loose-fitting jeans, so that may have something to do with it as we potentially emerge out of this pandemic. A lot of us have been overeating, shall we say. So nice volume as the stock continues to advance, and this stock too has had a nice 2-week base breakout as the stock may very well continue to advance given the high volume that is telling you that demand is really there. And then we can also look at an example from my Your Daily 5 3 weeks ago, where I highlighted Restoration Hardware. Again, keying in on this big volume as the stock broke back above this 50-day simple moving average, and the stock was doing so ahead of the release of their earnings. So we can take a look at a current chart of Restoration Hardware, and this is where I highlighted it back here, and the stock did in fact come in with very strong earnings. Take a look at the big pickup in the volume as the stock trends higher, and this is something that you can use as we go into first quarter earnings. We're just ahead of the beginning of earnings season. You will see, and we've already seen it last week, where stocks begin to trend up going into earnings, and that tends to be historically quite bullish, and then from there oftentimes you will see a nice advance after they report, of course, those positive numbers. So more recently, over the last 8 trading days, the stock has been in a go nowhere back and fill environment, but take a look, the volume has really dried up, and that is very indicative. That is what you want to see, with an eye toward another burst up on heavy volume. For those of you interested in being alerted to top performing stocks such as FarFetch, which I highlighted at the beginning, go ahead and take a trial of my MEM Edge report. I do have a special for 30 days, 4 weeks, $7. And it is a bi-weekly report with alerts sent out throughout the week. It's not just stock picks. It's a very educational report regarding sectors and industry groups, as well as detailed analysis regarding the broader markets. I do urge you to take advantage of this special offer.
Hey, Grayson Rose here with StockCharts. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, consider giving it a like down below, maybe leave us a comment, and if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe at the link up above. We're gonna bring you daily content from an incredible collection of technical analysts and financial experts.